At the moment, I regard him as a musician that's walking the thin line between the tribe and the world, you know. I'd like to see him just leave the tribe and become a tribune of the world, of the working class in the world.
You will never kill our will to be free, to be free. Inside our minds we hold the key.
He's similar to me as a songwriter, yeah? In that he describes the way things really are, which is a pile of shit, you know what I mean? But then he also sees the beauty that is Ireland and that is Ireland's past and that can be Ireland's future, you know what I mean? Like if we stop, you know, apologising for being Irish, you know what I mean?
When do you leave it? Monday. Fucking drinking every shopper. Parting glass in New York, last drink of the year. Yeah, I just wrote this about New York being the apple of my eye, you know. My favourite city outside Dublin, you know. I don't know if it's any use, but I'll give it a lash anyway.
Everybody's here, all across the air. Tongues and tribes galore. There isn't any war. They no longer fear the sea. They come go as we please.
Sorry boys, so what the fucking losing it.
Damien returned home to some good news. One of his heroes had covered his song It's All Good with the Bristol band Massive Attack.
You won't get rid of me that easily.
Where did you hear of Damien Dempsey, or how did you come to know about him?
Through John Reynolds, who's my son's father, but also my best friend, and also someone who I've worked with since I was about 18. He's produced a lot of my records.
I went to see a friend of mine playing up at the Shepherd's Bush Empire, Hot House Flowers, and Damien was doing the support slot, and I started to watch the show and realised he was far too quiet, so I went up and spoke to the sound man about it and tried to get a good sound for him. I went and bought the CD from the Tower Records, and then I loved the CD so much I went and bought it for everybody that I knew.
And then John sent me a copy of the album, which he said I should hear just because of the title.
Just loved the truth in the voice, really. That thing that you're always looking for when somebody sings, you know, that kind of soul thing, you know, that where you just believe what people sing when they really mean it, and you really don't believe people when they don't really mean it, and that's just the unlistenable stuff, you know.
In a way, I think he represents the sort of voice in Ireland that is not allowed to be heard. You know, that Ireland's quite snobby in a lot of ways and always has been, and there are opportunities for people who speak like I do, but often not for people who speak like Damien does, and whole worlds are closed to people because of how they speak or where they come from or the kind of things they're talking about, you know.
When I met you, Ned, how did I feel? I chuffed, you know. Just because I had her up my wall for years and years as a boy. And next thing I'm meeting her, and then she's singing one of your songs, like, it's like a dream come true, you know. It's like Gabrielle said, dreams can come true.
But obviously he could sing anything, but as traditional Irish singers go, I don't think there's ever been anyone like him. Like even Luke Kelly and all those people, like, they were good, but I think Damien just wipes the floor with them, so.
And I think I was in Dublin. Was I in Dublin? Yeah, anyway, I basically got in touch with him and said if he wanted to come over and do a couple of tunes at the house, we'd just do it, you know, have some fun and see what happened.
Oh, the great gales of Ireland and the great gales of Scotland, they were kept down for so long. All they wanted was freedom.
I ran the tape, and the whole song, I mean the whole guitar and song, and Damien as he is, was so holistic as a sound, where he seems to have the whole song within him and the guitar. So anything I'm going to do is really going to just be shifting it a little bit, you know. That's how I feel about it, really. And not fucking anything up.
Yeah, so I think the setup here in John's apartment here is great. It's just like being at home, writing songs and practicing. You know, you're not sitting there with these big borders up around you like in the studio on the big screen there, and there's loads of people in the recording room twiddling knobs and looking into you, you know. It's a real sterile atmosphere. This is great. You're just sitting in a bedroom, you're looking out over the housetops of London, you know. I was chuffed, you know, to work with a fella like John. But I've heard the Sinead's albums, and then I found out that he had produced them and that, you know, and worked on them. And that was a big thrill, you know, because I think they're brilliant. It's a trip to be working with them. Doesn't seem like work at all. I suppose it isn't really.
So I kicked off this track with acoustics and voice like we did all the others, and lived with it for a bit, and thought it needed to be probably hardened up rather than softened with strings and stuff. So brought in a very heavy dub bass player that I play with all the time, and quite a hard sounding drum kit. So the track sounds more contemporary now. It sounds more. It will sit alongside other tracks if you listen to it on the radio or things like that. So we developed that side of it, which was. Funny enough, I was working in the studio one day with Sinead in here, and I played her the track down quite late at night, and she loved the track and said, you know, look, I've got an idea immediately. Can I just sing it down? So she sang a kind of an ethereal choir type vocal on it.